Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So Castlevania Season 2 has finally been released on Netflix, and this time we get 8 episodes versus the 4 episodes of Season 1. Now, Castlevania Season 1 was really an unexpected surprise for a lot of people, and especially to myself, because I was not expecting much out of it, especially it being an video game adaptation, and also it only having 4 episodes, but it ended up being my favorite anime series by far that year whenever it was released. So I was hoping for more of the same and better in Season 2, and we got some of that, but then we didn't as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and talk about the things that I really enjoyed about Season 2, and then the things that just were not that great. So the first thing that they did extremely well, just like Season 1, is the actual characters, especially for the main ones. Trevor, Sypha, Alucard, and of course, Dracula. And in Season 2, they really spent more time fleshing out these characters, and so you grew an even greater connection with them, and you want to know more about them. And now in Season 2, there's actually more characters introduced, specifically the Vampire Generals, and also Hector and Isaac, and Camille. And these characters, honestly, they were good, but mostly bad, and I'll get into that on the second half. Another thing that they did really well is the whole atmosphere of Castlevania, very much like Season 1. The anime style is absolutely amazing, but it's the whole Castlevania atmosphere that they got right, especially when you're inside Dracula's castle, and also another castle as well. And as you're watching this Season 2, you get tidbits of stuff for all the Castlevania fans out there, but also they introduce new things that are not in the video games at all. And so just kind of think about Dracula's curse, but now expand it to another level. And so that's kind of what I get out of it. Now, the parts that I didn't think were that great was the new characters. You know, they spent a lot of time with the Vampire Generals and with Hector and Isaac, and a lot of the politics involved there. And to be honest, that was the most boring part. And the thing is, it took up the majority of the season. I would say out of the 8 episodes, maybe 5 of them was devoted to that and other plans by some of the vampires. And I just really felt that it was unnecessary for the series to spend so much time on that when I was more interested in the 3 main characters and Dracula. I was more interested in them than anything else. And Camille was interesting too, but they could have went in a better direction with that. And then another thing that I felt could have been done better was the action. Now, the thing is, the last few episodes, awesome action, especially the part where they have the final battle with Dracula, absolutely amazing. But the thing is, there's really not that much action in Season 2. There was actually more action in Season 1 and their 4 episodes. And so I was really disappointed in that, because the action that we did get was absolutely amazing. And then as you're watching Season 2, first it starts off slow and you're thinking, okay, it's going to get faster and it's going to get more action-packed and exciting, but it really doesn't. There's only brief moments of it here and there, and then it isn't until like the last half that things really start pumping up. By that point, it's already over. And so that's about the only areas that I thought were disappointing. And then there's also kind of like a bonus episode in a lot of ways when, you know, I thought the whole thing ended, and now you have another episode which sets it up for another Castlevania series if this one does well, which I think it will. And so I'm looking forward to another season of Castlevania, and who knows what's going to happen with Dracula, but just like the Castlevania games, he always comes back. And so I'm interested to see where they take these characters, and also what they do now that Dracula is not here, you know, so to speak, and you'll kind of see what I mean. And so overall, Castlevania Season 2, it is enjoyable, it is good, definitely. But the thing is, it's not as good as Season 1, and all those things that I mentioned, I think if they expanded upon that, just stay focused on that for the next season, hopefully, then we're going to have a much better Castlevania experience. And hopefully, it's more like Symphony of the Night instead of Dracula's Curse. So, that's it for this particular review. If you've seen Castlevania Season 2 or Season 1, or maybe you just love the video games, I'd like to know some of your thoughts. Be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And as always, if you did get value out of these videos, share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to GeekOutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.